I like this song. Oh, good morning. I was already up till like what? What time? How late I stay up? Like 5, 4, 5 this damn morning. I'm up and about to get me some coffee. But I have a serious question for the gang stalkers because listen. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Okay, there will be carnage. You keep throwing all that negativity at me and repeating the same thing over and over again and doing things and harassing me on the internet, trying to make me look like a slut, trying to make me look like a whore, knowing that I'm not. Listen, there will be carnage. Is it worth it? Are y'all going to keep going? Because you do know that at the end of the road, it ends in carnage for y'all, for the gang stalkers. It is not going to end well for y'all. I can promise you that. I can. Oh my God. I can. I can promise you that it's not going to end well for y'all. In fact, every little devious plot, every little devious plan, all of it is gonna fall through. All of it. None of it is gonna work out for you. None of it. Not, like I'm just telling you in advance, that it's never going to work out for you. Okay? There will be loss, there will be suffering, there will be death, there will be destruction on your end. Never over here. Never over here. I'm just being honest. It's never going to be any losses for me. It is always going to be losses for the gang stalkers. Have y'all not figured that out? Huh? Have we not figured this out yet? That this won't end well for y'all. Like like I swear on my life, on God. Like I put it on God. I put it on God. I swear to God. I swear to God. And you know what? I realize that there are some people in this world, they just can't be right. It just, some people, they just built wrong. You know, they just, it just, they just don't know how to think straight. They just don't know how to be straight. They just do stupid stuff. I don't know. It. Thank God that I don't care about those people. I don't. I'm gonna tell y'all something. What I've realized about gang stalkers is that y'all be possessed, but it don't be by my spirits. I remember one of them tried to. One of them tried to say that she was possessed by my spirits. I was like, bitch, you. I was like, use a goddamn lie. My spirits ain't about to sit up here and allow this kind of bullshit because I personally, it's not a good look. You motherfuckers are not a good look. And I don't like your energy. I don't like what you try to portray. You try to portray me as like Tiffany or somebody. You try to portray me as somebody like Cat Smith. You know, you like them slut bags and whores that y'all fuck around with, and I'm not like that. And I myself am like, I don't, first of all, the fact that you try to make a fucking assumption that I sit and listen to everything that y'all say for hours and hours is a fucking insult. I don't sit and watch everything that y'all motherfucking say. No, I don't. Okay. But what I do, and I'm going to tell you why, because you're not saying anything different. Now y'all trying to switch it up and twist it up and reverb it and shit. Telling more lies. I can promise you with exact certainty that you stupid niggas and those retarded bimbo desperate whores that y'all got with you, it's going to end in carnage. And when it does, I don't want people blaming this shit on me. You are grown fucking people. Yes, hey, street poet. Yes, I'm a high priestess, but those are grown people. I'm not responsible for you. It will not end well for you. I'm just telling you, and your kids, and your kids, and your kids. Y'all got a lot of y'all got cheering, and you know what pisses me off is that y'all will do shit directly. It'll be some directly shit that ain't right, and then come back to me trying to act like something that happened is my fault when you the one that's doing it. Because of operators who don't know what they're doing. Tracy, your thoughts on what the video shows? Ridiculous. It's not my job to sit and look after a bunch of grown, overgrown, retarded adults. That's not my job. It's obvious that y'all retarded. I refuse to let y'all affect my life. Absolutely refuse to let y'all affect how people see me. Oh, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm still valued and appreciated in this world. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot of it, a lot of it, a lot of it. Extremely. Okay? I'm gonna make sure that I'm still valued and appreciated in this world. And I swear to God, like, I'm gonna tell you something because a lot of times a person getting gang stalked, things don't be looking so hot for people that are being gang stalked. You know the things that y'all do, and I don't break. I don't break at all. I promise I'll break all of you. And I'm not Jesus, and I will. Hey, let me tell you something. I will not let anybody that I love and care about go or anything happen to them because of y'all negativity. It's too negative, and then especially with that, with some of them half dead, cursed ass whores y'all got over there. Them are some dumb bitches. Y'all need to go, and y'all too desperate to find anybody any damn better though. Especially that damn Amanda. Me and Amanda been in a battle. And Amanda, I will destroy her ass. I will. Okay? Okay, I will. I will. I'm about to have no bitch sitting up here stalking me. Okay? On the internet, whether or not you in a chat room or what the fuck ever, girl. Okay? Because that shit yesterday was totally fucking ridiculous. About what we're seeing right now is that. Okay, listen, we're not gonna go there. And you're beneath me out the gates because you don't know how to walk away from females that are telling you that they don't want to be friends with you. Okay, you compared to me, you must be mentally incapacitated. Every step of the way, there's leadership within this administration who is blaming the victims, calling them domestic. Okay. Saying that they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, weaponizing their vehicles, or in this case, intending to. I'm just making a public service announcement to you guys on YouTube here. Listen, it will not end well for the gang stalkers. It's not. It's and you know what? When something happens, what's crazy is that they don't even care. When something happens, the gang stalkers that are on the internet, they'll try to gain donations or clout off of whatever happens. If y'all notice that, have y'all noticed that I don't respect you? I've got way too much honor and integrity. You know, I've never, I just couldn't fathom. I couldn't even freaking imagine operating that way. That's silly. Okay. Uh-huh. So basically, what ends up happening is that when they go on and on and on and on and on, they go on and on. And then when something happens to one of them or two of them, they use that as some kind of what's the word that I'm looking for? Some kind of way of gaining. They try to gain off of that. See what I'm saying? And you know what? Y'all need to have some special kind of stuff happen to y'all, like immediately, because I'm sick of it. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that you crazy people on the internet are trying to make it seem like I can't have a life or I can't move on with my life. That aspect of it is freaking me out. And I promise you, carnage is ahead. Okay, carnage. We will be going back to Minnesota to hear what local lawmakers are telling their constituents after Alex Pretty's death. Okay. First, digging out. Absolute and utter carnage is coming. To normal after a massive winter wave of snow and ice blanketing dozens of states. Even on an antidepressant, I was masking my depression. I felt I was missing out on the moments around me. So, I got you prescribed Rexulti. When added to an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce more than an antidepressant alone. Said Rexulti could. All because y'all not okay with yourselves? This ice cream is good. Psychosis, increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar. I can tell by looking at all of y'all eyes. The mental readiness and the psychological readiness and capacity to deal with my wrath is not there. Ain't none of y'all strong. None of y'all. And y'all not even really professional gang stalkers, but you're doing everything that a gang stalker would do. It's like you're taking notes from the gang stalking handbook, but really you're just a bunch of damn retards that are running behind me lying over and over again. If you are turning 65, you may qualify for the Medicare initial enrollment period. I wouldn't give a damn if you was a professional gang stalker or not, but I think that professional gang stalkers know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. And I'm not the one to fuck with. I can promise you. I can promise you with 100% direct facts. I'm not the one to be playing around with. I'm not. Don't play with my yo-yo. Don't play with my yo-yo. I ain't weak. I ain't weak-minded. I'm way too valuable. Way too valuable of a person. I do way too much for this world and people. Y'all perpetrate the fraud. Okay? One thing is for sure. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. I don't want nothing to do with the false romantic companion that y'all try to cook me up with or whatever. Uh, with Mike, no. See, yesterday was ridiculous, and if people were actually watching and paying attention to Mike, Mike tried to make me contact him, and when I didn't, he got upset. Do you think I give a shit? Am I a goddamn people pleaser? I don't have a people pleasing type of fucking personality. You can fuck the fuck all the way the fuck off. I am not like that. Oh my God. I feel like the only man I gotta please is my man. But you know what? I'll even let him know when he do something I don't like. Like I'll let him know. I'll be like, then daddy, now look, daddy. Come on now. Okay.
Unfortunately, probably not anytime soon. You can see it looks kind of like a post-apocalyptic moonscape behind me. A lot of northeastern airports are looking like this morning as they try to dig out and melt down. It doesn't help that it's
you know that what the fuck? You know what? I am so damn. I'm so tired of the news and the media. Not he said that some snow looked like a deep impact apocalyptic. What did he say? Oh God. Apocalyptic. What the fuck? I can't even. Apocalypsis. Apocalyptic. Well, as you can see behind me, it looks apocalyptic. It's snow, you twit. I'm so sick of the media. I'm so sick of the media. The media is a problem. They made a big deal about this snowstorm, about this snow that we got. Literally over here in KC we didn't get no more than the normal snow than normal. The media is getting on my damn nerve.
Flights are, as the day progresses, getting a little bit better across the country, but it's still going to take a few more days before things get back to normal.
God. Well, when are we gonna all get back to normal? I'd like to get back to normal to where people ain't always sensationalizing some shit or exaggerating on some shit. What the hell, man? I swear to God. People are shoveling themselves out of their driveway. Literally. Well, it didn't. We didn't get hit right here. Maybe it's because I got storm protection.
Because it is so very cold, it's not going anywhere fast.
That's right. On top of the heavy snowfall, we are getting bitter cold throughout the rest of the week. What kinds of concerns does that bring for the region?
They must be talking about a different New Jersey area or whatever.
And on the roadways throughout the week, we're not going to get that fast melt that we're sometimes used to. And with that, there are going to be travel delays,
because people think that this winter thing that we had was Mother Nature. They don't realize it was something altogether different. I ain't gonna talk about it though. I ain't got time for this shit. I don't have time for this shit. Back to what I was talking about. Um, You motherfuckers better quit. Hey, and I swear to fucking God, I'm not gonna like listen. That whole gang stalking shit, that boring ass made up fucking story that y'all made up, the same shit over and over again, doing the same thing over and over again. Let me tell you something, gang stalkers. I'm not gonna be there for it, man. I'm not. And I already know something done happened to Cat Smith's stupid ass. I already know something happened to that bitch. Something done happened to her. I can promise you. She ain't been around. She probably. I'll have to go and check. I'll have to go check. Something done fucking happened to Cat Smith, y'all. Don't try to get no more vengeance, please. Vengeance is not yours. Vengeance is definitely not even mine's, but God's. I don't want vengeance. I just want happiness and peace and to be left the fuck alone. That's what I want. I don't want vengeance, but I can bring it. I can promise you that there will be carnage and there will be blood and there will be loss for y'all. I can promise you that. And the crazy thing about it is that 110% of the people that are in my fold and the people that are connected to me are going to be 1,000,000% fine, while the people in y'all life are fucked. Super fucked. Super fucked in the ass. Super fucked. No matter what. Even if you're able to cast a spell and make somebody that I love and care about, kind of disappoint me or upset me. See, I'm not retarded. I'm still not going to let anything happen to that person and I'm still going to love that person. I'm not retarded like some people are who will literally throw their own kids under the fucking bus. Like for real, for real. Like for real, for real. Like I'm not talking about just expressing frustration or, saying, you know, uh, just not appreciating some, you know what I'm saying? Kids can get disrespectful sometimes. I'm talking about like really throwing your own child under the bus to the point where they literally probably will go out there and die. Talking about some goddamn behold, I send you out as sheep amongst the wolves. Oh, yeah. Oh, bitch, please. I'm not susceptible to spells like that. I can't be put under a fucking spell. Now I'm under my man's spell totally. You know what I mean? He got me wrapped around his finger, which I just listen, I just hope and pray that he don't hurt me. Cause he could. He could do damage to me if he wanted to. My significant other, he could literally hurt the fuck out of me. He could scar me, you know? You motherfuckers, I don't know y'all. That's just like Mike will come on here and say, Jamila is somebody that I know. When he was talking to Talia, he was like, I don't know you, bitch. I'm not paying your light bill. It ain't like you're somebody that I know like Jamila. Like when he so-called helped me out. Nigga, you paid for some time. You bought some fucking time. Somebody, he helped me out. Then he said I was a narcissist. I'm like, You need to quit trying to be a gang stalker and just fucking take the shit as an excellent investment to get your ass out of jail free and move your ass on some damn where. Quit talking to me. I don't know you. You're not somebody that I consider to be a personal acquaintance. When I did this, the thing, this the difference between me and Mike. When I get used to a person and a person is in my life, I don't think that I can just do them dirty just because they're a personal acquaintance of mine. That's stuff that retarded people do. It's socially awkward. Oh, but I know you. You must not have ever known anybody previously because who the fuck does that? Oh, just because you know me. The fuck kind of everybody ignore the retard. And what do you expect me to have a positive thing to say about you? The fuck? He expecting positivity. No, like literally, we don't have to be negative or positive towards each other. You can just get the fuck on some damn where for good. Especially if you was playing in my face. Really, to be honest with you, he done drug this shit out because me and him literally have nothing to fucking talk about. And you gotta be boo-boo the fool to see it his way. Cause as far as I'm concerned, I done moved on, found somebody else that I am at the mercy to emotionally. I am literally at the mercy of this man that I am in love with. It's and he knows it. He knows I ain't going nowhere, and he knows that I would never violate him in any way. Like it's just all love. Like it's a trip how he pretends y'all are friends in real life. Right, 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 exactly. And we're not. I've never actually considered him to be a friend in real life. But those last few months in Georgia, I appreciated the help. Did you have the right to run behind me in social media and cause all this hoopla? No, you didn't. Because I wouldn't have said shit to him. I wouldn't have had nothing to say. But see, the gang stalkers, they want to keep up appearances because they're narcissists. They got upset. If y'all noticed the last time when it got real bad and you could see the energy that I was battling or that my spirits was battling, they want their lies and stigmas to stick to me because they want to limit me. And God is not going to let them do that. So God is going to speak through my lips to tell the truth. Remember that for some reason they're holding on to the lies that they made up in the smear campaigns that you made up. It will end in carnage for you. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. I don't give a shit who you think you serving. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Just because y'all can't, y'all cowards, they're too cowardly to just admit that they lied or made a mistake. That ain't my fucking problem. You're not going to stigmatize me just because you a coward. And you want to hold on to lies and smear campaigns and rumors that you made up that didn't even serve you. You got me fucked all the way up. Cowards is what you are. In fact, they tried to give me a totally different identity than who I actually am, which is kind of a form of identity theft when you think about it. When you think about it deeply, trying to make up an entire false identity around a person and then bigging yourself up, coming at me talking about things that I have never spoken about, thought about. Y'all gonna learn that you can't do that to everybody. You gonna learn. And they be running around here talking about aesthetics and the way somebody look. Well, hell, don't none of y'all look good to me. I ain't even talking about aesthetically, mentally, spiritually, oracally. And he don't know me in real life. If he knew me, he would know my spirits and he would know that it's not gonna end well. You tell a lie on me you tell a lie on me and you gonna have a lot of problems. And no, I am not intimidated by groups of people. One thing I can tell you is that you're not going to control how people see me, and you're not going to be allowed to dictate how people treat me. That's the one thing that God is focused on. Y'all want me to be the Four of Cups, to be taken for granted. You want me to be casted out. You don't have the power to do that. You only God can do that. Y'all are trying to artificially produce judgment while talking about Jesus, while telling lies. Now pardon me, I'm not even Christian, but I have to acknowledge the fact that I am protected from that. The truth protects me from that. Honor and justice protects me from that. So I don't care what you're talking about. Talking about, oh, well, you a witch and da da da. Oh, but wow. Carnage is coming for you, and it has nothing to do with me being a witch. If you did that to somebody that wasn't a witch, you're not gonna just get away with that because of that. Now, keep in mind, I help people and I heal people. Keep that in mind that I'm a good person. So all that bullshit don't matter. And I don't like it when humans, because I know God, okay? I don't like it when humans try to put together all their emotions like that and produce anything fake, because that's exactly what you're doing. Okay. So I'm just letting you know that it's gonna end with it's gonna end with carnage for you. And I'm not about to have my time taken up. In fact, we clocking all y'all time too. Spirit said, well, not only are you reclaiming all your time for the past 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years, but we taking their time too. I said, shit. I said, let's go. Cause y'all be spending hours. I mean, it'd be 4 or 5 hours, four. And I think Mike was live for like the 8, 9, 10 hours. And Mike is crazy. So that's why he went in so hard on Talia, because he feels like Talia and what she was doing is interfering with his stalking of his main target, which is me. While he goes around trying to repetitively see, and I don't have to sit and watch y'all like that. Like, Spirit is smart. Nobody's dumb like y'all. We all know that you're repetitively repeating shit over and over again, trying to make it stick. We know that. We know. What do you think? People are stupid? Like, they assume people are stupid. We know that you're repetitively repeating things over and over again. That doesn't matter. And I don't have to sit and listen to that shit. In fact, I'm getting ready to go out here right now and collect some snow and do some fucking purification rituals. And y'all know what happens when I do purification rituals. That snow is very dangerous. Okay? It's the snow is a good thing for me. And this time, because the last time it snowed, I got some of that snow and I did some purification for me and my loved ones. And things are okay. But I feel like we need purification. Really. Y'all are the most disgusting people. The things that y'all say. Mike is so disgusting. I don't even want to talk to him. I feel like I'm going to throw up sometimes when I hear him speak. Right, right, right. I'm sick of it. I am. I am. I'm sick of it. A, it's, I feel disgusted every fucking time I'm reminded of it. And when I purify myself, my kids, my grandkids, my lover, my family, where do you think that negativity has to fucking go? Do you honestly believe in your fucking heart of hearts that anybody is here to just absorb your fucking negativity? And all I want to do at this point is spend time with my loved ones and spend time with my man. I don't give a fuck about. I've never gave a fuck about this stupid shit y'all been doing. Y'all on a whole other damn frequency and some bullshit, and I don't have time for it. I hate restraining orders. If I ever end up filing a restraining order against him, um, that's gonna be devastating to him in other ways. Number one, because I know that my life is not in danger. We're talking about social media cyber attacks at this point, right? Where he keeps coming on here repetitively repeating the same thing. We all know that 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were all on the I molested Tiffany kick, all those lies that they made up. I can promise you that within itself will end in carnage. And for some reason, they believe, what's up, Stevan? They believe that if they all say it, that's going to make it look like it's the truth. I can promise you that glamour and that bullshit is not going to fucking walk. A lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. And the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. And you can never make anything that y'all made up about me the truth. And you ain't gonna keep giving me grief about the shit either. Because the one thing about it is that you ain't never had proof that that has happened, ever. Yeah, you had a corrupt person. You had a corrupt, diabolical person that has the same psychosis that y'all got, that couldn't tell the truth about it and couldn't come clean about the fact that they were that they were allowing you to lie. And I personally feel like that within itself is what leads to the carnage in y'all lives. You can't just lie about something like that. But see, as we found out, as we find out every day, the more we observe the gang stalkers, sense and sensibility goes out the fucking window. And I personally think the reason why y'all keep coming back with the shit is because you want to keep it going. You want to make people in my life. You want to try to make it difficult with the people in my life. You want to make the people in my life and new people, people that are in social media, you want them to believe that. But in reality, I'm not going to allow, and neither is God. I don't care which one you talking about, whether or not it's the Most High, Jesus, Yahweh, all of them. No God in the sky is going to allow you to lie on me. I don't get it. And it's all about a front. I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be Christian. I grew up Christian, Baptist. My Uncle Sonny was a preacher. Has a very big church down on Paseo Avenue. What the hell difference does that make? If you telling a lie, you telling a lie. And we all know you telling a lie. So just because you too much of a coward or a corrupt person, there's no way I would play in God's face like that. If that's crazy. If you're Christian, I got more respect for your religion than you do. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you don't tell me what my choices are. Far as I'm concerned, that shit would look crazy if a person is behind a computer allowing a gang stalker of any caliber. I wouldn't give a fuck how sophisticated you think you are. You don't tell me what my choices are in life, and I don't negotiate with terrorists. Well, Stevan, ain't nothing wrong with going to church. But a lot of my clients are church goers. It's nothing wrong with that. What I'm simply stating is that going to church or praying to Jesus is never going to give you a license to go around lying on people. Like that seems like an oxymoron within itself to me. Because Jesus is supposed to be all about the truth and the light, and y'all not telling the truth. Which that's how I know you're full of shit. They full of shit. And like I said, I am a Hellenic polytheist. So I work with the old gods, Kronos, Odin, Hermes, Athena, Aphrodite. I would never sit and lie in their face. But see, mental illness is a trip. So y'all would do that. Y'all would do that. Y'all didn't respect the public enough. Y'all didn't respect people or the world enough to even tell the truth. I get it. I get it. I understand. I understand you. I overstand these people. They don't have no respect in general. They have given people grief and worried the fuck out of the internet because they don't know how to tell the truth, which they should have told the truth a long time ago. They should have said, you know what? We made that up. Actually, they did, but then they retracted it. So we know what type of people we dealing with. And you're not going to tell the truth on your time. You're going to tell the truth on my motherfucking time. So if y'all remember when Cat Smith pulled up, it was literally because for some reason they want the world to believe that I molested Tiffany and trafficked her. And I think that it's a false way of making themselves feel better because they want to justify the shit that they've been doing. Listen, the cat's already out of the fucking bag. Nobody has ever believed y'all when it comes to that anyway. So I don't know what to tell you. I know I need to get this desk put together. I've had this desk for like 2 months now and still ain't got it put together. And I so want this. I wonder, does it have wheels on it? I don't know what to tell you. I know you ain't about to sit up here and lie on me like that. And my heart ain't gonna never change. See, some people, I'm gonna tell you something. That I've seen them try to replace memories or change things. Right? I've seen them try to do that, and you can't do that to other people. I've seen them do that. Try to change things, and you don't have the authority to do that because it just, number one, it's not fair, it's not balanced, and I don't have to be imbalanced. My life does not have to be imbalanced because y'all are liars or racists or sexist or misogynist. That's a fact. So the more and the more and the more, and see, if the people don't realize that when I get quiet and when I'm not saying anything, because that's exactly what the fuck I'm getting ready to do. Because I don't like, first of all, to repeat the same shit over and over again with the same fucking result, which they don't get any results. These people's lives are not going anywhere. It's not. They never gained anything off of telling that lie. They just wanted to try to sabotage me. If they gained sickness, they gained a bunch of hate. They didn't gain anything off of that. So, you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you're not gonna win. Listen, I would. You know what? I don't even have to. I'm gonna tell you something straight the fuck up and down. This is one of the reasons why I'm gonna get real quiet, because my gods have already told me, especially Santa Martha. She had already told me. She said, "Let me deal with that." She said, "Give that all to me." All of my gods have, but Santa Martha in particular said, "Give it all to me. Let me deal with it. You don't worry." Because believe it or not, silence is actually golden. You think I don't know that? You think I don't know that? Mm-hmm. I know that silence is golden. And this is definitely a time, this has been a time for me to be silent. I just don't like how y'all are dropping and dying off like flies, and violence is happening, carnage is happening, and then y'all come back with a consciousness of, oh, it's because witches are evil or Jamila is evil. That's exactly what they did when Tiffany got murdered. Even though they didn't say it, that's exactly what I could pick up on in the entrails of the whole situation. Then for some reason, because she got murdered, they thought, well, in honor of her, we still shouldn't tell or reveal the truth about the situation because now she's gotten murdered. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And then that's when I know that you're full of shit because you're telling me that I still that I'm supposed to accept some bullshit made up about my name because somebody else took a wrong path in life that they probably shouldn't have taken. I'm not gonna go there anymore with y'all. I'm not. But you surely have to understand that when you tell lies like that about people, especially lies that can literally, like, that lie could make it difficult for me to get a decent husband, a decent job. Y'all got me fucked up because ain't none of y'all getting what the fuck I get. And you're not gonna be allowed to ever ruin opportunities for me or my life or the happy life that my gods have destined for me and my children. You gonna ruin my life? You gonna put me in squalor? You gonna make me live in squalor? You think you're gonna make me live in loneliness and struggle? You think you're gonna induce poverty into my bloodline? You will fucking perish. That's a fucking fact. That shit literally, like, um rape accusations and things of that nature, that has ruined people's lives before. I realize that y'all don't have much scruples or you don't think straight, but you're not going to be allowed to ruin my life or the lives of my family or my children. You are not. And I don't have to wait for you to fucking tell the truth. I am not at your mercy. You are at the mercy of God. That's a fact. So that's why I don't even have to say anything. And it don't matter if you lying publicly or privately. God knows and sees everything that you do. And I believe that these people, they do so much privately, and I believe that probably 90% of what the fuck they do is out of guilt, a guilty conscience. It's just that's how it manifests for some people. I believe that the reason why y'all do a lot of the shit that y'all do is because y'all have made up false shit in your own life based around those lies, and you have to come to social media and say it, and you need enablers, you need support, and you need all of that shit because I believe that God has 100 horses stampeding on your motherfucking heart chakra and chest and throat and head. That's what I believe is happening. Yep, exactly. They don't, one thing that I can tell you that all of them lack self-awareness, but uh I think it's also rooted in racism as well. I think that they think, well, she's just a black girl. She's just a black woman. Who cares? And that part right there is ignorant too, because the original human was black. Come on, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. The original human being was black. Okay. And these are scholars and what do you call that? Archaeologists and people that have studied human life for years know that the original man or original person on this earth was black. So get the fuck out of here. So, and you know what? There is no way in hell. I'm gonna tell y'all something straight the fuck up and down. I realize that YouTube is a public platform, but sitting around arguing with racists, that's not no, 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 no. Oh, my ancestors are pissed off about that. They like, because why should I as a woman have to be bothered with that frequency and that energy? That no. 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 That's some ugly shit. I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to, not in my everyday to day, to the point where, I got like a bunch of shit, a bunch of people acting fucking stupid and dumb. No. No. I'll change. Let me tell you something. Really, to be honest with you, what the miracle that I've been wanting to see my gods do, and I know they can, because carnage and suffering, and I just really would like for God to blot y'all out. And I believe God can do that. I believe that God can erase people from existence. I do. I do. And that people always talking about witchcraft and curse reversals and stuff. There have been times when certain events have happened. I'm not going to get into detail, but there's been times when certain events have happened that have been traumatic, and I've seen time be reversed. I've seen it. I've seen the capabilities and the connections that some people have when it comes to God. I have seen it and personally benefited from it. From where like something horrible happened, and time just gets reversed and reset. And I'm not even going to get into resurrections. I've done them. I don't even want to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that I know about spiritually that a lot of people ain't even ready to deal with. But it is the truth. Like, people don't realize. I think that if people really, because a lot of people, they want to, and yeah, man holds, not all men, not all mankind, but like when it comes to Jesus, he held and possessed supernatural powers, right? A lot of people don't even know the half of it. And I don't give a damn about no goddamn ritual and rites of passage and all that bullshit, because I'll go back and literally obliterate your ritual, make you forget about it, make you forget who the fuck you are. I'll make some shit not exist anymore. So I ain't fucking playing in my, and I know for a fact 100% of my fucking brain. So I don't even want to hear that bullshit. And I'm not saying that I use 100% of my brain all the time, but when I have to, I fucking will. And you can get mad about that shit all the fuck that you want, but when a person has a vision of their life, and when they can see certain things coming at their loved ones, but not just things coming at your loved ones, but then the joy and the happiness that people experience together, the joy and the happiness that people spend. You don't have to come in here and tell me that he's live. You don't have to come in here and tell me that. I don't care that he's live. Okay? When you think about when you're looking at life through the eyes of God, like for example, I'm a like when it comes to my kids, of course, but for example, when it comes to my significant other, God has shown me the vision of our life together and how enriching and happy and joyful we are going to be. We are together. We are happy and joyful together. And that's something that's prophecy. That's a good prophecy. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna allow anybody to change that. You see what I'm saying? Who cares about him? I'm so sick of that name, Mills. I no, I'm not interested in him. You know what? I've never been interested in him. That's the fucking truth about the shit. Do y'all realize that dude made video after video after video after video about me from probably from 2013 all the way up to 2019 for several fucking years? Do y'all realize that half of the shit, like I wasn't even paying? I'm going back to the old days where I didn't pay no damn attention to him because life was better then. I don't care about him like that. He's been making up shit and doing outlandish shit to get my attention for years. I'm sick of him. Everybody's sick of him. Nobody cares. He just sits over there and makes up shit the way he wants it to be because he's a miserable person and he wants everybody else to be miserable. Nobody has any good visions or prophecies for him. He's jealous. He has a mental problem. He has a mental problem. Yeah, like I'm sitting up here talking about my significant other and you come in talking about him. Nobody gives a shit about him. Nobody even is ever going to find out the identity, especially not anytime soon, but probably never gonna know who my significant other is ever, right? I'm on here talking about him and the vision, the prophecy that God gave me with him, because it's obvious that I'm smitten with him. It's obvious that I'm in deep with him. Like I'm rolling in deep with this man. And God has shown me that vision. God has shown me the happiness that we're going to experience. And that's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, to be honest with you, I feel like I deserve to just forget that dude I deserve to forget the name Mike and all of that. I don't want to even think about it. It's something that shouldn't have to be in my daily consciousness. Nobody wants to think about it. In fact, I want to go out there. I'm about to go out there and gather up some snow because whenever it snows, I do purification rituals for me and my loved ones. So I'm getting ready to go. Actually, you guys, I'm gonna go, and we got plenty of it out there. It was literally -1 degree at like 4 o'clock this morning. When I was up, I was like, wow, it's cold. uh yeah, I don't care about, I honestly do not care about Mike like that. And I don't give a shit about him crying in social media. I don't owe him nothing. I don't owe him nothing. I don't. And you know what? I don't owe him my attention either. Like that's not fair. And you know what? It would be very ungodly of me to continue to give him attention. You know, I am here because I'm not, well, first of all, I was never here to meet friends, you know, honestly. On this particular channel, it's all about connecting to my audience and doing readings and connecting to my clients that need my healing. That's pretty much it. That was the extent. All this extra stuff with him and these other people and these women and these people that are obsessed with me and all their problems and la 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 la. I'm a lesbian or I'm on the DL lesbian or gay or what's the other? Oh, I'm a racist. Oh, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. That has nothing to do with why I am here. So when y'all have seen me come on here and talk about it, it's not because I'm really engaging in a conversation. It's about me. The rumors and the lies have been so fucking outlandish that I have not had a fucking choice because I want to let people know that my mental and spiritual is healthy. That's why I come on here and do body shots to show people like, hey, you know what? I got myself together. You know what I'm saying? But the going back and forth and on and on and on and on and on, like, you know, honestly, to be honest with you, I'm shocked that YouTube even allows them to still be here. That's weird. That's a weird Twilight Zone part of it, is that YouTube allows them to still be here. They have been doing this for over 10 years, and I feel that all of them by now should have been banned from YouTube. However, they weren't big enough is the problem. And they made sure that they flagged and flagged and flagged. I mean, they stayed dedicated to flagging this channel uh to where whatever work was put in on this channel previously, they got it blacklisted. My channel was not blacklisted by Zionists or Jewish people, or even YouTube. It was not a conspiracy. My channel was blacklisted by daily consistent false flagging that took years for them to do it. That's why this channel ended up blacklisted, and they're still flagging. And again, it will be carnage and hell to pay for even that. For flagging my social media like that, there will be hell to pay for that. All of it, anything that they're doing, any action that they're taking. That's why I was telling them last night. I said, well, you know, because some of them will go, you know, what they really need is some kind of high priestess or priest to help them. They really need better guidance because they're being encouraged to continue to walk into the wall of fucking fire. And y'all got to understand that this is me and and a whole host of hosts against these people who don't, they're scared. I'm not scared of anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, the only thing that scares me is losing that man that I love. That's the only thing that scares me. That's literally the only thing that scares me because we are at such a sensitive point in our relationship, to the point where I don't want to miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss him at all. I don't want to go through the rigmarole. I don't want any of our time being delayed or stolen. I just want him. So that aspect of it scares the shit out of me. Yeah, that frightens me. And it's because, you know, when somebody has, you know, when somebody has stolen your heart, literally. Yeah. And I do adore him. I do adore him. So, and that ain't gonna change because, I don't know, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that even if it didn't work out because I feel that God is gonna see us through this. I really do. But if y'all notice, none of the people in my life, none of the people in my real life do with an exception of old girl. But that is because for years and years and years and years and years, she just kept plotting against me. She just kept. But somebody that I give a damn about, I'm not gonna come to social media with no bullshit. Like that's not love. No, trust me, I have a man. And he, Mike is mentally challenged. He can't handle the truth. And I do have a man, and I am extremely overprotective of him, extremely, because he don't do what Mike does. He is my sweetheart. He is my heart. So, mm-mm. And so, when Mike says that on his wall, or he even talks about him, I feel like he is low key trying to attack him. And all I can think about for Mike is razor blades and lemon juice and carnage and destruction. So if he wants to, if Mike wants to be with me, he's a goddamn fool because I don't feel the same way about him. That's a fact. And I never have. Y'all realize that I've never wanted to be with Mike. I've never wanted to be with him. And when he would come at me with the shit, it was almost like it was so fucking fake. Like he was playing in my fucking face because I would look at him like, yeah, no. Hell yeah, I would marry him if he would have me. Yeah, I would marry him, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't be necessary. But I'm not going to get into that. I don't really like to discuss details about stuff like that because the stalkers are watching and they want to know. Just know that I'm very overprotective of him, and I'm protective of him just like uh just like my kids, just like, yeah. He's definitely not a booty call to me. He's definitely very special to me. So, and that's something that I don't have to explain to anybody. I don't have to make it make sense to no fucking body. Uh because that's between me, that's between me, him, and God. So, yeah. But anyway, and Mike can't change that because I think Mike thinks that he's God, which when you think about it, it's a fucking oxymoron because honestly, God does not stalk people. People typically go towards God. God don't have to stalk people. Y'all notice that? God ain't stalking nobody. Everybody's seeking God. Everybody. So he's definitely not even close to God's frequency. Okay, they, in fact, their whole group is completely absent of God. So anywho, I'm gonna go. I've said enough. You know, I could really talk longer and enlighten y'all some more on the situation, but because I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not want to come back on here and speak about this. And if you hear me come on here, if I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what spirit is telling me, if I have to come on here and ever speak about this stupid shit again, something really, really bad is getting ready to happen to the stalkers. Really, really bad. It will be divine intervention, though. Okay. If I have to say anything, I don't want to have to say anything else to those people. I'm going to be honest with you. If I have to, which I'm tired, I got to give my throat and my heart a rest. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting ready to do, because I've been guarding over people. That's why I be up late at night. When I stay up late at night, I'm literally protecting all of my loved ones from evil, straight up and down. And I don't be sitting up here looking crazy. I am a high priestess. Keep that in mind. Okay. So when I'm up late at night, I'm watching over people. And I'm getting and I'm getting that good message, that good energy. You know what I'm saying? That comes in. But I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not. Got a lot of amazing things. There's a lot of amazing things happening in my family and everything. Uh-uh. I can't even come on here and talk about the good things that are happening, because the gang stalkers, they're watching and listening, and they don't want to see that, they don't want to hear that. But what you want to see for me is what you're gonna see for yourself. And honestly, I don't care. Really, to be honest with you, I want to say this before I go. I don't need for the stalkers to go through carnage. It's gonna happen if they keep stalking. It depends on what's in their heart. I honestly don't care. I don't have to see them at all. I don't have to care about them. I really, all I know is that yesterday there was sexual photos of me being reposted. People was talking about sex that I would never talk about sex with. It was a real dumb situation happening. It's been dumb. So I don't, I don't care. It's not actually a requirement for me, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna have no feelings about it. Hmm. Yeah, that's probably that. You're right, Stefan. You're right. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, he does. He gives that name a bad name. He some of the people that I like the most, Michael Myers. No, I'm joking. Michael Jackson is one that comes to mind. Michael Jordan is another one that comes to mind. A lot of Michaels, Saint Michael, people that that we like carry that same name. He gives those people a bad name. And that opinion is not going to change. And my opinion doesn't have to change. It just, if you never had a placement in somebody's life, he needs to accept it and move on. But anyway, I'm gonna go, y'all. I'm down here smoking a cigarette, and I want to quit smoking before Valentine's Day. So Yeah, I want to quit smoking before Valentine's Day. So I can't be in I can't be involved in that frequency. And I do want to quit smoking cigarettes. I want to quit smoking cigarettes so I can smoke more weed. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. All right. To all my peeps, y'all stay up. Love and light to y'all. Blessings and peace. Okay. I be usually on Valentine's Day, I be eating cookies, and there's these there's this brown butter chocolate chip cookie recipe that I watched, and I saved it in my archives. I want to try that recipe because them cookies look good. So I like to bake sweets and stuff on that day and eat chocolate, among other things that I like to do. But you know, because you can't really discuss certain things on here because it triggers the trolls. So we're not even gonna go there. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Have a happy Monday, y'all.